Okay, this is 5.2, slope of a line. We are going to go over the warm-up, so go ahead and pause the video. When you've finished creating a scatter plot, start the video back up and check your answer. Okay, all we have are the X and the Y, so we don't have any titles or anything. So all we have to do is organize these numbers from least to greatest on the x-axis and on the y-axis. Now they all go, the lowest is 2, the highest is 6. So all I'm going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same thing here on the y, the lowest is 1, the highest is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I just match up my x and my y values that go together. 4 and 5 go together. 3 and 3 go together. 5 and 4 go together. 6 and 1 go together. And 2 and 6 go together. So when x is 4, y is 5. X is 4, so I go over to the 4, up to the 5, put my dot. When x is 3, y is 3. When x is 5, y is 4. When x is 6, y is 1. When x is 2, y is 6. There's our scatter plot. Okay? You will have to create a scatter plot on the test. It should not be a problem. Do not connect the dots. That's not a scatter plot. And you've already had this in thinking science too. Okay, today we're going to talk about rise over run. We are going to find the slope of a line given 2 points. It is rise, which is up or down, over run, which is right or left. If it's positive, it goes up. If it's negative, it goes down. If it's positive, it goes right. If it's negative, it goes left. Okay? So, here we're given 2 points. Your points are always x and y. This is always the x value. This is always the y value. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Why is this x1? What's that? Yeah, because it's your first x value. This is y1 because it's your first y value. You have to memorize this. Points, when they're in parentheses like this, and it's a point, it's x1, y1. Okay, I don't know if this is going to show up on the recording. Let's find out. What was that first point I had, kids? 5, 2. So 5, 2, this is your x value right here. The horizontal line is the x value. The vertical line is your y value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, that's a point that's right here. That is that point, 5, 2. Okay. What's my other point? 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be about right here. Those are the 2 points. Now, when I connect these lines, when I connect the points, I get my line. The slope is the angle that this line goes up or down. This line's going down from left to right, so it's negative. If I have the line, this is how I find the slope. I go, remember, slope is up, down, right, left. So how many am I going to go up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My top number 6. How many am I going to go over? 2. My bottom number is 2. So my slope is 6 over 2. It is negative, though, isn't it? So it's negative 6 over 2. What is negative 6 over 2 reduced to? That's correct, negative 3. So my slope for this line is negative 3. That's how you would find it if you have the line. If you don't have the line, and we're going to look at that again in this lesson, so if you didn't get it, don't worry, you'll see it again. If you don't have the line, then what you do is you use this formula right here. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. These are 2 points, okay? So now, y2, what's my y2 value? Everybody, what's my y2 value? Okay, so I'm going to tell you to make boxes. Over minus, the reason I want you to make the boxes is because if your second number over here becomes negative, you tend to forget the middle negative. So always make boxes like this. Now, all you got to do now is figure out what number goes in this first box. Everybody, what number goes there? 8. Everybody, good. Because that's y2. And what number goes here? Everybody, good job, 2. Okay, everybody, what number goes here? Everybody, what number goes here?
3.
Everybody, what number goes here?
3.
Minus, what number goes here?
5.
Yes. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's how I figure out what the slope of my line is. Now, in my calculator, what's 8 minus 2? 6. What's 3 minus 5? Negative 2. Does 6 over negative 2 reduce? Yes, it reduces to negative 3, so my slope is negative 3. You can find it if you have a line or if you just have 2 points. Okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. That's not very difficult, and it isn't. Okay? You just have to memorize certain things. You have to memorize. Here, let's go ahead and write the steps. Step 1. What did we do first, kids? What did we do first? What did we do first, kids? That's right. The first thing I did was I labeled x1, y1, x2, y2. I labeled x1, y1, x2, y2. That's step 1. Instead of sitting there staring at me, you might want to write that down. Did you write it down already? Did you write it down already? Okay, what did I do next? After step 1, I did something. What did I do? What is step 2? This is where I made my boxes, correct. Step 2, I did blank minus blank over blank minus blank. Now, you might want to identify this as y2, y1, x2, x1. Okay? That's all I'm doing. I'm labeling x1, y1, x2, y2. I'm making my boxes, and I'm filling in y2 here, y1 here, x2 here, x1 here. So, first thing I do is label x1, y1, x2, y2, box minus box over box minus box. y2, what number goes here, kids? Everybody nice and loud. What number goes here? Good, everybody, one person. What number goes here, guys? -3. We don't have to go on break. We can just sit here and identify x and y's. What number goes here, kids? What number goes here, kids?
5.
It's x2.
Oh, 5.
5. And what number goes here?
8.
-4 minus -3. These two negatives become a positive. So this is actually -4 plus 3, which is -1 over -3. Now, if on the test you put -1 over -3, I would mark it wrong. Because negative over negative is a. So this is actually 1 over 3. So m equals 1 over 3. That's pretty easy, right? Is this hard? No. But yet, never mind. But yet you guys get it wrong on the test consistently. I don't understand it. Okay, first thing I do is identify x1, x2. Oh, look, now I have x3. y1, y2, y3. Why is this x3 and y3? Why is this x3 and y3? Because it's the third one, right? Do we need 3 numbers? Nope. We only need x2 and x1, y2, and y1. So I cross off the third ones here. I don't need them, so just cross them off. Then you make your boxes. Fill in your values. y2, what's my y2, kids? -2. What's my y1? +2. What's my x2? What's my x1? So here I'm going to get -4 over 1, or m equals -4. Either one of these two is correct. -4 over 1 or -4. Okay, now we're going to find the slope when we already have the dots. Rise over run. You always go up or down first, kids. Then you go right or left. It's like a balloon. A balloon always goes up first, then catches the wind and goes either right or left. You have to go up before you can go right or left, or down and right and left. I'm going to go up. How many do I have to go up, guys? How many do I have to go up?
3.
Everybody, how many do I have to go up?
3.
3. So my top number is 3. How many do I go over? 2. Does this line go up or down from left to right? Does it go up or down from left to right? Up. So it's positive. My answer is 3 over 2. Let's look at the next one. How many do I go up? 1. My top number is 1. How many do I go over? 2. My bottom number is 2. Now look at my line. It's negative, so this is -1/2. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Okay, now we're just going to describe what's going on. So, what's going on in that first graph, guys? It is positive, but you need to tell me what's going on with the slope in relation to the units. So you look at the titles. What does the y-axis title tell me? Temperature. What does the x-axis tell me? Time in hours. So what's happening with the temperature and the hours?
At the time.
As the temperature increases, as the time increases, the temperature also increases. Very good. That's all you have to say. Or you can say, as it gets later in the day, the temperature goes up. You have to tell me the temperature is increasing as the time increases. Look at number 11. What's happening in number 11? The same amount of teacher over each year, yes. You have to use the titles from the y and the x-axis somehow. Yep, the amount of teachers stays the same over the years. Okay, that was excruciatingly painful. And for those of you watching on the internet, have a great day. If you have any questions,